From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Mike Kruger. This is your afternoon update. Typically don't do a whole lot on the fires. We'll talk about the forecast and the fire weather, but we're not going to go into the fire perimeters and the distances to communities. I'll typically be doing those in-depth look at the fire perimeters in the morning hours. So for the morning update, and especially for Coffee with Kruger. And if need be, I will be doing a live update as well, typically in the evening, say between the hours of 6 and 7 p.m. Be sure that your phones, that you have your Weather NorCal app set to notifications, because I'll be sending out push notifications when I do go live. But in the meantime, during the day, you want to know what's going on with the latest with the fires, all you got to do is go to weathernorcal.com and click right here on the fire danger section. It'll have everything there that you need. All right, let's take a look at our weather headlines. Smoky and hazy for many of us, but it's mainly going to be the east of the valley that we're going to see most of that smoke, with a warning trend this week nearing 110 degrees in the valley. But not until next week. We got a gradual increase. We got to get up there, and it's going to take a while before we do. But the cooler temperatures will continue for the coast, with clearing at times on the coast as well. Here's your neighborhood forecast at a glance today. Hazy, smoky, depending on where you are. But Trinity County, the North Coast, Humboldt, Del Norte, Trinity County, most likely not seeing much in the way of smoke, if any, or haze for that matter. Most of that haze will be mainly north of Chico and Corning. And then, of course, for Siskiyou County, Modoc County, Eastern Mountains could all see some of that haze and smoke. Not to mention the temperature staying on the cooler side, if you will, as we take you throughout the afternoon today. But we do have that increase in those temperatures. So I was talking about smoke mostly to the east of the valley. You can clearly see that here as we take you through the rest of the afternoon and this evening. Look where most of the smoke is. We have some pretty dense smoke around Chester, and then, of course, northeastward into Lassen County. But just some haze. Maybe not as bad as it has been for places like Redding and Red Bluff, but look at that. Most of western Siskiyou County, Trinity County, as I mentioned, Del Norte and Humboldt counties, not seeing much, if any, in the way of haze. Now, we take you into tomorrow morning. Once again, most of it's off to the east. We see less activity in the overnight hours for the fire, so that'll probably produce a little less smoke, and then we'll probably see kind of amplify again going into Tuesday afternoon, and we'll see that smoke begin to push again mainly to the east of the valley, even going into your Tuesday night. Hey, there's the fire perimeter for the Park Fire. You can see those winds for this afternoon will generally be from south to north. So that's what we're looking at here. The strongest winds will be on the west side of the fire. On the east side of the fire, the wind's not as strong. And then we take you into your Tuesday. Looks like Tuesday looking pretty good. Now, you can see just a little bit of green there. That's indicating 20 miles per hour. But for the most part, the winds should be calmer for your Tuesday. We'll take a look at that fire weather risk, including the temperature, and on top of that, the winds and humidity. For today, it looks like we're still going to be kind of within that moderate to high range for the northeast side of the valley, but you'll notice a lot of green and barely looking at yellow, especially once again, mainly where the Park Fire is, putting us in that low to moderate risk category. That'll be the case here as we go into your Tuesday as well. We just don't anticipate to see very high fire danger. It's just going to be the dry and borderline breezy, windy conditions that we'll see here, especially through the afternoon hours. This area of low pressure right here is pushing through to our north. This is the cooling trend, or the cooler weather that we've been experiencing over the weekend, and not to mention today. But also, as it passes to our north, we may see a batch of some clouds come in later on tonight and into tomorrow, and still seeing that fog along the coast tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, a lot of that should begin to burn off. We'll call it partly to mostly cloudy skies for the coast for your Tuesday. But it looks like, for the most part, dry conditions elsewhere, not to mention plenty of sunshine, minus, of course, the haze and smoke that many of you will see east of the valley. But you can see some of the afternoon cumulus clouds developing for some of the higher elevations, but no thunderstorms, no showers in the forecast. Now, once this moves out, what we're going to see is that moves on out. high pressure will begin to rebuild back over the desert southwest. What this will do is give us a gradual increase in our temperatures for the rest of the week into the weekend. There's a look at Friday. Now we'll take you through the weekend. Now, even though this is pushing to the south through Saturday, Sunday, even into early next week, it's still going to be within our vicinity. So temperatures are actually going to increase and be even hotter going into Monday and Tuesday of next week. You'll see that on the 7-day forecast here in just a bit. Take a look at the temperatures here for today, mainly in the low 90s for many of us in the valley, temperatures in the 70s and 80s, mainly 80s really for the higher elevations, and temperatures mid to upper 60s out along the coast. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook, and we'll start off with the valley here. Those temperatures again are slowly but gradually increasing. I'm expecting Redding to be up to 100 degrees by Wednesday, but maybe holding off in Red Bluff and Chico until Thursday, and then temperatures continue to climb. There you can see through the weekend, temperatures 103 to 106, just depending on where you are. And for the North Coast, temperatures mid-60s, at least for the coast. Inland, also seeing that gradual increase, although we actually may see temperatures dip a little bit here going into Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But for Weaverville, Trinity County, temperatures back into the triple digits, maybe even as early as Wednesday. Taking a look at your Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and your Eastern Mountains 7-day forecast, those temperatures are also on the increase as we go the rest of the week and into the weekend. That's also the case for Modoc County and Susanville. Have a great afternoon.
When it's more than just your lawn, it deserves the Kubota Z400. When you need a head-turning offer on class-leading speed, agility, durability, simple deck height adjustments, and a professional-grade cut, then you need the Kubota Z400 mower. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 48 months or save $300.
Tractors, trailers, rentals.
You do it all, we do it local.